everyone, I'm Denise Mazzola from Everything Dog, where we work with clients and dogs to stop the aggressive reactive behavior. This is Geo, this is Minty. In case you don't know, we are traveling the country in an RV and a truck. We sold our house in the fall of 2024. We are currently in Western New York, and this is our new studio. So normally I'm outside, but we got some wind today and it's impossible to be outside. Before I start talking about emotional dysregulation cycles today, if you guys like what you're seeing, please leave a comment, please subscribe, give it a like, give it a share, because all of that will get this information to more people. And that is one of my goals, is to just stop this nonsense that, oh, if your dog is barking or aggressive or reactive, they need more socialization, and there couldn't be anything further from the truth. And today I'm going to help you understand why that is. So let's first go through the symptoms. What are the behaviors that you may be seeing from your dog if they're in an emotional dysregulation cycle? And that's barking, lunging, and growling on walks, at dogs, at cars, at people, at scooters, anything, right? It could be that your dogs are fighting in the house. It could be that you have stopped having people over because you're so afraid your dog is going to bite somebody that he has to be put down. It could be that your dog is barking at things in the house that you don't even hear. You think that your dog has this like superpower hearing, but really they're just barking at things and you can't hear them. They may be barking in the backyard, fence running, did I say out the windows, in the car, at commercials. Like, it's incredibly frustrating. And I talked to a woman the other day, is this cute little mini dachshund, and she bought a shock collar for this dog that weighs about 20 pounds because she's so frustrated and she doesn't know what else to do, right? And so it's really easy, and I completely understand that if you have a dog that's doing those things, it's real easy to stay focused on the behavior, on the barking, lunging, and growling, and not sort of start to think about the whys of why this might be happening or how we might be inadvertently contributing to it. Okay, so if your dog is doing those things, then I can pretty much bet you that they are in an emotional dysregulation cycle, meaning their nervous system is overwhelmed and short-circuiting, which keeps them stuck in fight or flight. And when they're in fight or flight, they cannot learn or process information. Neither humans couldn't do that either, right? So quick example, when I was driving home years ago from the Cape from visiting my mom, I was at a red light, the car in front of me moved, I moved, the car in front of me stopped, I stopped, the guy behind me didn't see that and drove right into the bumper of my car. I was physically fine, like it wasn't hurt at all, but but I was pushed into my primitive brain was like, boom, don't knock over that, please. It was in fight or flight immediately. I was full of adrenaline and cortisol. I was trying to process what happened. What do I do next? Like, it took me, I don't really know how long it took me, but it felt like it took me about 30 seconds or more to get out of the car so that I could figure out what to do next. So if in that moment you wanted to tell me some fantastic story or a joke or give me a recipe or directions or something, I would not be able to process that information, because our brain and our dog's brain have this thing called the amygdala, and the amygdala controls which part is driving, and you can't have two drivers. So it's either the prefrontal cortex, which is reasoning and conscious thought and making choices, or the driver is your primitive brain, which is adrenaline, cortisol, fight or flight. Okay, they both won't work at the same time, and only one can drive. So your dog is stuck in an emotional dysregulation cycle by doing all those things we've just talked about, all the barking and lunging and growling at all those various places. If you are under the belief that your dog needs more socialization, then you may have enrolled in doggy daycare. You may have taken your dog to dog parks, around the dog park or in the dog park. You may be going to Home Depot or pet stores to get them around more people to help them get over it. You may still be walking your dog past that house that they're afraid of or where the bad thing happened. You may have gone to multiple obedience classes, socialization classes, reactive dog classes, and you probably have watched hundreds of hours of YouTube videos. But yet, if you are still watching this video, then I can pretty much guess that none of those things have worked. Now listen, sometimes they do work, right? Because every dog is different, every person is different. My guess is, though, you've tried those things and they haven't worked, and that's why you're here. Okay, so how do we get our dog out of an emotional dysregulation cycle? You need functional dog training, which I've talked about in a previous video. You don't need more socialization. That is not going to stop your dog's aggressive reactive behavior. You're actually going to be fanning the flame of the backseat driver of keeping your dog stuck in fight or flight and keeping them stuck in the primitive brain. You don't need more obedience training. Sit down, stay is not going to work. We need functional dog training. So if you are interested in joining our free webinar, How to Stop Your Dog's Aggressive Reactive Behavior Without Spending Hours in Obedience Training, Socialization, or Expensive Boot Camps, then reply with the word COME and we will send you the link so that you can register. And again, if you like these videos and you want to see more of these videos and you have found that it's been helpful, please be sure you like and or subscribe and share it with those others that you know need this information. Okay, guys, I will see you later.